Most importantly, ignore the rhetoric and get vaccinated.
Continue hand washing, continue to wear your mask and social distance.
Help us so we can help you.
Travel is one of life's great rewards, and there's always something new to see and experience when you travel the world like I do. Hi, I'm Rick Steves. Join me as we get better acquainted with the world each week on Travel with Rick Steves. Together, we'll explore fascinating sights, discover amazing food, and make new friends from near and far. Your radio is the only passport you'll need. Join us for Travel with Rick Steves, Saturday afternoons at 1 on KSJE.
.50 a.m. Thursday morning here on KSJE. We're going to get an update now on a story that has kind of really hit the community hard because of its just kind of brashness and unfortunateness here at the holiday season. That is the theft of a van belonging to the local Salvation Army, and in that van were toys and clothes destined for almost 400 needy children here in San Juan County. It happened earlier this week, the theft, and now the Salvation Army is busy trying to replace all those toys, gifts, and clothes for their distribution event, which is set for Monday, December 20th. So I've invited Salvation Army Lieutenant Christopher Rockwell into the studio this morning to talk with me about the crime and the outpouring of community support, I think, that you've received even after that news broke. So good morning, Lieutenant.
Morning.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here.
You bet. Gosh, what a tragedy, right? Here we are a few days before your big event, and your volunteer goes outside and the van is gone.
Yeah, and it just, to say flummoxed is putting it mildly.
Right.
We were getting all these toys done because we received a wonderful donation from an anonymous donor that allowed us to complement what the community has already been giving in abundance. And so with the closing of our thrift store, we don't have as much staff as we once did. So it necessitated her to be doing, my assistant, to go out to the stores and buy these gifts, and then me running the kettles and doing the administration affairs here at the Salvation Army. And I guess her pocket got picked, or somebody was watching. I don't know. And then all of a sudden she's like, the keys were in my pocket, and all of a sudden they're not. And the next thing you know, the van's being driven away. And I know gifts were being brought out. She's only one person, and she had some help with her, but it had to be going back and forth there.
What a shame.
Yeah. And I guess somebody was on top of it, unfortunately. And on one hand, I'm shocked. On the other hand, the world we live in now is insane and sad with all that. We got to keep our guard up and be mindful, but at the same time, I just want to say this tragedy that's happened, the community here in Farmington and San Juan County has been responding in an incredible way. My voicemails are overwhelmed. My email inbox is overwhelmed. When God brought me to this place as an officer, this is my first appointment. There was something special about Farmington that's just really struck me, and it's just like, this is such a unique, beautiful place, and I feel things are just going to be special here. And while this event has happened, now you're seeing the hearts of the people who live here and the citizens. Now you're seeing the response. You're seeing what God put on my heart when I arrived here in late June of this year. God put that on my heart, and I'm like, well, so I'm not surprised by the response.
Right.
This is a community. I've gone around, met different business leaders. I met with the city officials like Mayor Duckett, Chief Heavy, Chief Sterrett of the fire department, all wonderful, amazing men. And it just, I could go on and on.
Right. Well, it's nice to hear that this ugly event has a brighter side to it, which is the response of the community, and I'm really glad to hear that, and hopefully that means that the children that you were planning to provide some type of Christmas for are still going to get some type of Christmas come Monday, and really that's
the bottom line,
right?
The bottom line is seeing the smiles on those children's faces,
right?
The bottom line is seeing these families and knowing that they're going to have a nice Christmas. And if whatever I can do, by the grace of God, to do that and necessitate that, that's what I'm going to do. Losing property, losing the van is one thing, but, I mean, honestly, it's a van. The lives of these people are what matters. And doing what we do as a Salvation Army, that's what's important. I know that's what's on my heart, why I've been called to do this. So that is my passion, to making sure we get that fulfilled.
And I mentioned earlier, I think between 350 to 400 children
Yes.
are kind of on your list, right? And these are children that really do not have much else, right,
Right.
for a holiday season, and they really do, I think, appreciate, the families appreciate those gifts from the Salvation Army when you can provide them.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, with the way the economy is right now, with COVID, with all this, you know, all the terrible things that are going on around us, it's nice to give families hope and give these children hope. They know somebody cares. They know somebody is appreciative of them and who they are as individuals. And that message just speaks so much and illustrates so much. And the importance of all of our faith-based organizations here in Farmington and San Juan County, they're all important. The Salvation Army really got hit hard by COVID here. And it's a matter of reestablishing who we are, letting the people know, hey, we're here, we want to make a difference. The thrift store shutting down, that wasn't a good thing, but COVID just really hit all that income. But now it's a change of vision, it's a change of direction. And we can do the ministry that we need to do, because the thrift store was funding for that, for our main office, for, you know, the Army's mission here in general. But the community here is just so giving, and even without the thrift store, with the amount of money that we receive in donations, we can make something new work and something special work. And part of that is this Christmas outreach with our kettles, with the Thanksgiving, which went wonderfully at Sycamore Park. Thank you to the city of Farmington for facilitating that with us. But doing this for Christmas. And I have a vision of doing even more next year and the year after that. So I just can't say enough how appreciative I am and how much I love being here and how special of a place Farmington, this whole San Juan County, Northwest New Mexico region is, Four Corners.
Well, I'm so glad to have you say that, and you've
Yes.
only been here for about 6 months.
I've only been
So
here 6 months,
We've
and
made
I've
quite
already
the impression.
it's made a massive impression on me, and you just see the response of the people. I was in a Speedway just getting some beverages this morning for my fridge, and somebody says, "Hey, have they found that van?" I'm like, "No, not yet." And it's like, "Well, we're all behind you all the way, and we're praying for you."
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And, you know, and we have to, the people that took that too, we got to pray for them, because they're lost people. And, you know, that's something we got to keep in mind as well.
Yeah, well, they're pretty lost because
Yeah.
the van had a Salvation Army sign on it, so they knew exactly what they were doing,
Yeah,
which
but
is sad to say. This is
very sad.
an image that we've taken from Farmington Police, but you're telling me your van doesn't have the sunroof.
Right, ours
but
doesn't have the sunroof on it, but it looks exactly like that. And it had an Army tag as an official vehicle. Now it was magnetic. Somebody easily could have removed it, but
Right.
that's basically it.
That's what
in
we're
a
looking
nutshell.
for.
Yes.
There you go. So I want to switch gears just a little bit and let folks know how they can help, because I know folks really want to know, how can they help, restore the Christmas for these children that you're going to be helping. That date, the 20th, is kind of set. You can't really delay
Yeah,
that.
I
So
can't really delay
we need
that.
to act quick
Yes.
to get these donations to you. And so your address is on the screen. I'll read it for our radio audience, but you're going to be there all weekend
Yeah.
to accept things, or
Yeah.
someone from your staff will be there.
I will be there. Someone from my staff will be there. This time of the season is always busy, of course, for the Salvation Army, but considering the circumstances, I'm really just using where I live as a place to sleep. I'm at that office, if not 12 to 14, 15 hours.
Right.
And just doing this. So even if somebody came at night, I know that's a little odd, but I'm there. I'm there probably till at least 8 or 8:30
Okay.
at night.
Well, it's 319 West Broadway in downtown Farmington is the place to go. Your phone number, 505-327-5117.
Yes.
And that's how folks can reach out. We were hearing this morning the Farmington Chamber of Commerce, no surprise, has stepped up.
Yes.
Jamie Church is collecting new toys and clothes for children at her offices here near the campus of San Juan College, 5101 College Boulevard, until 4 p.m. tomorrow. And then she'll deliver them down to your office. So if folks are in this part of town and want to drop something off, they can do that either today or tomorrow until 4 p.m. And I imagine there are probably a lot of other folks who are doing the same thing. But these are the ones we're aware of. So.
Yeah, these are the ones we're aware of. But yes, it's just been wonderful. I mean, this is a good thing, seeing my voicemail and email blow up like this. It's just amazing. And Jamie Church and her staff are amazing as well, wonderful. And so we couldn't be more thankful and blessed.
Right. Well, we hope that you will maybe be able to replace all the toys and clothes and then some, and maybe help more children. But I have faith in this community, as I think you do too.
Me too.
And it'll be a Merry Christmas despite these troubles that you've had earlier in the week.
Absolutely.
Lieutenant Rockwell, thank you for coming in this morning.
Thank you, Scott, so very much.
You're very welcome, and Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you and your family as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for joining me this morning. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Back with you tomorrow morning for our biweekly COVID-19 local community information program here at 8 a.m. on KSJE. Have a good Thursday. Man Dance Academy presents their first annual Christmas Spectacular. The show highlights younger and tiny tot dancers. Christmas Spectacular will be performed at the San Juan College Henderson Fine Arts Center on Saturday, December 18th at 7 p.m. Tickets are $12 for children and seniors, $14 for adults. Find out more online at mandanceacademyinc.com. That's mandanceacademyinc.com.